What's up, banana bunch? Bunch? Bunch?
Welcome to the Jungle Gyms podcast. What's up, Banana Bunch? You know what time it is. It's time for another episode of the Jungle Gyms podcast. I'm your host, Mark. Welcome to the show. I'm really glad you're all here today. I think we've got something interesting planned for you. You know, we've been doing a lot of work over at the Eastgate store recently, and I've been trying to spend a little more time there because I want to do more content over there. Obviously, we have two great stores, and being in Fairfield means something like 99% of my content gets done at Fairfield. And, you know I've mentioned this repeatedly on the show. My studio is located just outside of our incredible, it's like a 12,000 square foot toy department. It's insane. And you got to check that out. Now, we just recently did a similar renovation to the toy department over at Eastgate, making better use of the space, all that kind of stuff. So throughout this video, you'll actually see, if you're listening to the audio version, it won't matter. They'll just describe it to you. But throughout the video, you will see clips of the updated areas of the store, both toys, candy, all that fun stuff. We've got a solid candy section here, but one of the things I like at Eastgate is that we've got a candy castle. And all this talk about toys and candy should probably tell you one thing, that this episode is about toys and candy. I'm really hyped. We've got a lot of cool toys and candy content coming up this year. You know, I mentioned it in the interview, but I'll tell you here right now, I get to go to my first toy show this year. Very, very excited about that. So that's coming up mid-June, right before Beer Fest for me. Excited. I'm going to be on the front lines of toys. I'm going to find out all the cool stuff that you're going to want to buy at Christmas, and then I'm going to tell you that we'll get it in here before anyone else. So looking forward to that. I got to sit down with some of the team over at Eastgate to talk more about what it's like buying for them, all kinds of fun stuff. You know, the usual things that we talk about on the show, right? The stuff that you all seem to like, a little behind the scenes of how the store works, as well as like the interpersonal, the personal experiences of the employees that we hire to do that. I find it fascinating. None of you are sending me angry emails, so I'd assume that you're enjoying this too. But before we dive into that, I want to do one thing that's really important, which is remind you, we've got a bunch of events coming up right now. So listen, we've got all kinds of stuff. On June 9th, we're doing I believe it's Japan themed. I don't know how to describe this well. It's a wine dinner. So they've been doing these wine dinners where they will do some international cuisine and they will pair relevant wines or other alcoholic beverages to this. June 9th is Japan. So I'm super excited about that. That's the place I'd like to go. So if any of you are very wealthy and think I'm delightful, send me. But I'm really looking forward to that. I'm pretty sure tickets are still available for that. You can get all of this information is on junglegyms.com for the wine dinners. You can find that there. Highly recommend you check it out. Chef James, Chef Logan, they're over there killing it all the time. And if this sort of thing doesn't sound up your alley, you can actually check them out every Thursday night. They open up the Oscar station over here at the Fairfield store. And that's the building it's on campus, but it's not attached to the main building. It's got a bunch of snakes on the outside of it. You'll see the monorails out there too. But every Thursday night we do from 4 to 10 p.m. They open it up. Big bourbon bar. One of my favorites just walked by. Hi, Casey. This has now happened 2 weeks in a row. We got to keep planning this way. Anyway, the bourbon bar is open, so they do bourbon tastings. They'll have live music sometimes, and then you can also try some of our. I love them. They do all kinds of cool, like little top. I'll call it top, like white people tapas, right? Appetizers, things of that nature. They've been doing all kinds of fun stuff. What was the thing I tried relatively recently? That was interesting. They did like these like little Cincinnati chili like coney bites. I thought those were really fun. But they're doing all kinds of interesting things over there. And what I think is so impressive about our store and the team and whatever is that you get all these different angles and they can go prepare this fully authentic, inspired, Japanese inspired meal for everybody, right? Or they can go, hey, listen, we fried some things and they're the best fried things you'll ever have. It's really cool. And the bands are usually good. April and her team do a great job. So check those out. I know I've been mentioning this for a while, but we're really, really close now. I checked this time to find out we are very close to selling out on Beer Fest. So get those tickets. Beer Fest every year, Father's Day weekend. It's June 16th and 17th this year. Over 400 beers from all over the world. And you'll actually be seeing next week on the show, you'll be meeting Matthew from High Grain Brewing, who created a beer with Ferdinand in the beer department. I'm going to tell you the name right now because I love it so much and they told it out today. It's called Jungle Mist. They're making a hazy IPA. I got to be a little part of it, and I was very thankful for that. And you'll be able to taste that. They're going to be the first table at Beer Fest. You get to try this exclusive beer. You know, you're only going to be able to get it here and at High Grain Brewing. That's a lot of fun. And then coming up later this summer, we've got the Weekend of Fire. So our BOGO deal is over, but you can still get tickets. It's a weekend festival. We're going to have a car show on Sunday. All kinds of cool cars. You get to taste all kinds of hot sauces, and it's cool. Don't be scared if you're like, I don't like hot sauce. It's kind of like, it runs from mild to very incredibly hot, right? Like, don't get me wrong. Some of the insane stuff will be there, but as I've told you before, that's like where I met Tim the Mustard Man. And the Mustard Man, that's not spicy, it's mustard. It's great. So there's sauces, there's all kinds of things you can taste. You know, we do things with a little flair. So if you want tickets to either of those festivals, you can go to junglefest.com. Get your tickets right now. Okay, so we talked... one last thing on the show before I dive in. I am excited about this. You know, I always say that I wanted to just do David Letterman in a grocery store, and Jungle gave me the opportunity, and I'm very thankful for it. So today, it's been a while, but I'm bringing on a musical guest, and it's going to be cool. And for those of you who have been previous musical guests, I'm actually working on a separate playlist on YouTube that'll have just your performances and your interviews on there. So, Daniel, I'm going to have a performance today from Daniel Noel. He's got an album release party coming up Saturday, June 3rd, which is the week of this episode releasing, down in Northern Kentucky at Madison Live. I'm having him play a song off it here. Daniel, and actually I'll be bringing his brother David on the show with me at some point too. They were born and raised in Zimbabwe. So we have a whole other episode we're going to do together soon. I'm really excited about that. But I was like, let's get the music up. Let's get this. And so later we'll have like full clips, interviews, all that fun stuff on there on that live from the WJJI playlist. I mentioned this because I've also been promising Devin Burgess, who performed on the show a while back, to put his up there as well. So it's coming finally. But I'm like a one-man band, so you can imagine that certain instrumentation suffer, and sometimes that instrumentation is called editing. So you got Daniel at the end of the show. Stick around for that. I'm really excited for you to hear his first single. It's called Signs. I can't stop singing it. It's very annoying to the people who love me, I'm sure. But it's a great song. So, but before that, we're diving. Let's go right into toys and candy. I want to introduce you to the team from Eastgate, and we'll show off some of that expansion. So let's do it. I don't have a good intro. I was going to say something about this being the sweetest episode yet. I think that might be accurate, but then I was like, well, I can't really tie that into the toy angle on this. So instead, how about Steph? Shelby, why don't you introduce yourself? Steph, you go first.
Hi, I'm Steph, and I am the assistant in candy at Eastgate.
Awesome. Ann?
And I'm Shelby, and I am the merchandiser, and I'm a buyer at the toy department at Eastgate.
Awesome. Steph, do you also do some buying as part of your role?
Some, yeah.
Okay, cool. Well, let's go. Since toys are physically closer to me right now, and I am literally the Fairfield location, for those of you who don't watch the show often or just listen to the audio version, my studio is in the toy department here in the Fairfield store. So talk to me, Shelby. What's your day-to-day life like here at Jungle Gyms, first off?
So we come in, we see how crazy it is from the day before, and then I just go to the back, we see what kind of toys we got in, and then we just stock. And I'm always looking for new toys. I split my role a lot, and I split with my boss too, so she is spending a lot of time buying and looking for new toys and then doing all the technical stuff. Yeah. And then I'm spending a lot of time on the floor with my girls. I have a couple part-timers, and we really just tag team it up, and every day we're trying to find new fun stuff. We're trying to make it funner. We're in a really big transition time right now. Yeah. So we just expanded our collectible section over at Eastgate.
Cool.
So before we had everything kind of in one area. We had the kiddie stuff and the pop culture all mixed together. But now we've split it up. So over in the little section across from the candy department, we got 4-foot section of horror stuff. We got a 12-foot section of Harry Potter stuff. All that big pop culture name stuff, we got it.
Cool.
And we even got like the cute little bags over there. And then our back wall is a huge Funko wall. We got a bigger selection than we ever have before. And we're constantly getting more stuff in. And then our kiddie area side, we're really big on the Squishmallows now.
Okay.
Those are our things. So what we're trying to do is we're trying to find all the cutest ones that you can't find out there. So we got Boba Tea.
Yeah, I love this one. It's like a little sunset.
Yes. Those are the thing right now.
Everybody just likes something soft and squishy, I feel like.
Absolutely.
That's what I'm learning about pop culture now.
Yes, we sell so much plushes. It's insane. That
Really?
is half of the kitty area now. Oh, yeah. And then that plague doctor right there, he is the thing. We have just a huge section of plague doctor. And that's why I brought the bag as well, because, I mean, we sell everything in that, from the keychain to a smaller one to the big one. We have a life-sized one.
Really?
That is half my size, yes.
That big?
Oh, yes. It is very hard to fit on the shelf.
I'm sure.
And then we brought in the bags, and they just keep pushing out new stuff. I even think they're going to do slippers with them soon. But yeah, and then so we
Slippers?
Yeah, slippers. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know, it's everything. Anything you can buy for it, they're going to make it. Yeah.
When you mention buying and finding new toys to bring into the store, what's that like? Like, what are you doing? Like, are you online? Are you going to conventions?
Yes. So we look a lot online. We look in our free time. Jen and I, Jen's my boss. And then also we are going to these toy shows now. I know me and you are going to one next month.
I'm excited about that.
Yes.
I'm actually kind of crazy excited about
I'm
it.
super excited. But yeah, and then let's see. Also, our vendors. We have regular meetings with our vendors every month, and we're always asking them, like, what is the most popular thing that you're selling right now, and can we bring it in? Would it be a good fit for us?
Cool.
Yeah, and the anime stuff, that's like a new big thing that we've brought into our store.
Sure.
Yeah, so
I was going to say, yeah, walk us through what you brought in.
Yeah, so we got the chopsticks. These
Okay.
are a big thing right now. And this is My Neighbor Torto.
Oh, okay. Yeah, for the Studio Ghibli. Yeah.
Studio Ghibli, that is a big thing with us right now. And then we also have this Spirit Away one, and I'm going to open it up and show.
Please.
Just broke the package.
Well, now we got to keep it.
Yeah, for real. So inside of these, I mean, they have like little chopsticks
Oh,
with them. Yeah.
Yeah, that's cute.
Yeah, and then they have the whole set with it. I mean, you can have a food container one and put your little sandwiches.
Like a little bento box.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah. So that's a big thing that we're expanding into right now is the anime.
Yeah.
The plush.
I love it.
Pop culture. Yeah, you can find a bunch of superhero stuff over here. It's definitely worth the drive.
I want to give a note, too. I mean, like, this is obviously well made, but I'm oddly impressed at the quality and construction on this bag.
Oh, I
I was
know.
kind of expecting, I mean, it's like toys, pop culture things. They occasionally will cheap out because they know they have their hooks in you already.
Yeah.
But I am happy, I mean, like, the stitching is really detailed on here. The bag is really sturdy. Like, look, this is my new backpack for the summer. It clearly matches my aesthetic.
Oh, yes. And the little lantern actually glows in the dark.
Oh, does it really?
all
On both of them?
Yeah, on all of
Oh,
them.
that's actually really cute.
Yes.
I'm into that.
Yeah.
I can back that up.
And they have a little nurse one, too. So they have the doctor and they make the nurse and all of that.
The Squishmallows are cute. Mallows, or however they want me to pronounce it. They're very cute.
Yeah.
Is this like a little squid, do you think? Is that
Yeah.
what we're looking at here?
Yeah, a little squid. It says happy birthday on it. Because I've never seen the happy birthday ones anywhere
No,
else before.
I think that they're all very specific. I want like my Arbor Day Squishmallow, just like a big soft tree.
Oh, I'm sure they'll get there.
Oh, yeah.
This was one that when this came in, I'm guessing this is one. I love a blind box. I'm guessing that's what that is.
Yes, it is.
Why am I sushi? Here, if you all, it might be hard to see. I'll make sure I get an insert shot for you. But it's a little, what it looks like, is it like a little keychain of a cat made into sushi?
Yes, yes. And we have a bunch of those. I mean, we have some where they're hiding under plants and they're inside of a matchbox. Cats are the big thing right now.
Well, I saw here too that we had some of those. Like the little masks for the hats, right?
Yes,
Do
I
you
was
have
gonna
those
say
too?
that. Yeah.
I should have brought a cat in for this episode just for that. I'm like, I'll
would've
find
brought
one.
mine.
Oh. Next, when we do our recap for the June toy show, you
yes.
should, and then we should put if you think they'll wear the hat, that's my only request.
We will work on it until then.
Do you think I can open this? I am
Oh, yeah.
dangerously curious about
Totally.
this.
Hey, if I like
This-
it, I might buy that one.
Right, exactly. Same. That was kind of my thought process.
Yeah.
If this hits the right note.
That is so funny.
Your state of mind is the key to finding sushi cats, it says inside the box. There will be a world of sushi cats waiting for you behind the gap. I'm in. Aw, he's got a little lobster. Here, check him out.
Oh.
I'll get my shot in a second. Yeah, check him out. That's adorable.
Oh, he looks just like my cat.
So it was not my state of mind. It was your state of mind that was key. But you were the one that picked this, so it all makes sense cosmically
I think I was
speaking.
made to have this.
That is, I got to get a good shot of this for everybody. Check this out. These are so funny. I love these kind of, this is we have like a lot of silly gifts in the store, right?
Yes.
But I see stuff like this and I'm just like, okay, these are, what I like about us is that, you see some silly stuff, but you actually see some oddly cute things.
Very
hopefully.
unique.
Yeah, super unique. I mean, where else are you going to find a cat sushi keychain? I was trying to explain the store to someone the other day, and I was kind of like, when you see something on the internet, and you're like, where would you find that? Here. Is the answer always. It's always something crazy and weird. Well, what a great lineup. I'm already into this. I am also glad these aren't edible samples because I'm saving room for candy now.
Yeah.
So, Steph, why don't you talk to me a little bit about what you do?
Okay. Kind of the same thing as toys. We always come in. First thing we do is clean. Just kind of see what we're going to do for the day. We get a lot of interesting things. They kind of tear up the department a lot. That's okay. I mean, it's to be expected.
Sure.
A lot of filling because we sell a lot of candy.
Yeah.
I'm just going to jump right into it.
Let's do it.
Okay, so big thing right now, as you see on TikTok, slime lickers. I'm not going to try any of these because I've tried them before and I'm not a fan, but I'm not a kid either.
Is it worth my time?
Yeah.
I imagine it's going to be like licking a roll of deodorant. But
That's what it looks like.
Yeah.
But
Okay,
all
I'm
of
in.
my kids enjoy these.
Okay.
So, I mean, if you want to try it,
I'm down. If you're
Okay.
down, let's do it.
the blue one's the best.
The blue one's the best. Okay. Ugh. I love the names too. I'm down. Oh, it does look fun. It also looks like I'm gonna use this to dab letters I'm sealing later.
Yeah,
right.
It's fun. Yeah.
Ooh. Let's get the ball.
Yeah, you'll have to twirl it around a little bit,
and
then just kind of lick it, and it. Yep.
I see both sides of the equation here. It's a really hard way to get candy out, but also
it's a
kind of
fun
genius.
thing.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
really
yeah.
is. Oh yeah, the little rolling candy. I mean, it is. It's like candy game. It tastes like blue. You've had a blue raspberry before, audience. You know what's up with this flavor wise. It's like a little bit of the frozen pop flavor. Very sour.
Yep.
I've got that little fun sensation in my cheeks right now.
See, yeah, I'm not a fan of that. I think the older I get, the more I'm just like, nah.
I'm having this opposite thing where I feel like when I was young, sour candy was like at least 8 times more sour than it is now.
Right.
And I think back to I was one of my favorite candies for a long time were Sour Patch watermelons. And then now when I go get them, they're not very sour. They're still good, but I remember them being I'd say this about my drinks too. I like a drink or candy that feels a little mad at me, a little sour or a little extra carbonated, I'm like, oh, you're not having a good time, are you? And neither am I.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, well, since you're going to go to Sour Patch, this is a new flavor we've got for the summer. It's the Lemonade Fest.
Oh, what? That's awesome.
We're going to try that one.
Yeah, let's
I
do
have
it.
not tried this one yet.
Heck yes.
And my friend Shelby over here, her favorite thing is Sour Patch Kids.
Oh, cool. Great choice.
So,
I should ask you that too while we're talking about this. Do you have a favorite toy or toy section? I'm sorry to jump back to you.
Yeah, I'd say the pop culture is actually my favorite.
Yeah.
So I've worked here for 4.5 years now, and I've been waiting for this to happen for so long.
It's pretty
And then
exciting.
Fairfield got their remodel, and I was so jealous.
Yeah.
Finally, a year later, we got ours, and it's exactly tailored to how we wanted it.
That's so cool.
It's perfect, yeah.
Don't you love that about the jungle? So much fun.
Yes.
I'm going to read off these 4 flavors they have in here. We have strawberry lemonade, blue raspberry lemonade.
That's my favorite.
Lemonade, and then cherry lime lemonade. I'm going to see if I
blue
can get
one's my favorite.
Yeah, I'm going to try and get one of each. And I'm like, oh yeah, I'm a little colorblind. Let's see if that works out okay. Nope. These flavors are hitting that nice nostalgia point.
those
for
are
me.
probably my top sellers right now.
Really?
In my Sour Patch is that one, yep.
Is it just a summer flavor?
No, it's just new for the summer. They just brought it out this summer.
Okay.
So I've already got my second big order coming in this week.
Cool.
Yay.
These are awesome. If you like Sour Patch watermelons, any of the Sour Patch products, sorry, I'm just thinking about myself again. If you like any of those, this is one of the best ones they've done in a while. Last fall, when they did the Sour Patch grape and the Sour Patch peach, I think.
I have those and the strawberry too.
Strawberry sounds awesome. I would definitely try that.
Okay.
We really like those. I had a couple kids come on the show. Because I did like a goofy Halloween bit with them where I promised them all this candy and then didn't let them eat it. But no, they really like that. I think the grape one, really, they were screamed at, which is cool. I'm excited to try the strawberry. All right, sorry, blue raspberry. I got to go with your favorite last.
Blue raspberry is my favorite.
Yeah.
It's really good.
I say this about a lot of things, but I think this bag is why the expression "it's all good" was coined. Even just the regular lemonade one was pretty good.
We'll take that.
Yeah.
Ooh, I want to try.
All right. So we're going to move on to the next thing.
Whoa.
Nerd gummy clusters. These are another big thing for us. They also have a pink one, but the blue is the best. Apparently, it's our top seller. I haven't tried the blue one. I've tried the pink one.
Now's the time.
The pink one is my favorite candy, so I'm excited to try this blue one.
Oh, yeah. So they're like little pieces of Nerds rope?
Yes.
Oh, baby. Candy technology is just really going places these days, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Oops.
That's really good.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, that's fun. I get a little grape flavor in there, too.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man. And they look very patriotic. They're like red, white, and blue.
Everybody I've ever had try them, they always say it's their favorite candy after, I swear.
Those are definitely better than the pink ones. Mm-hmm. I like the blue better.
Yeah. What I love about a lot of like modern candy now is they're experimenting way more with texture, it feels like. You know, I feel like you get like I saw over there the other day, like the gummy pickle. So you had like the weird flavor movement happen for a little while. You had like things like Bean Boozled popped off. But now I feel like we're getting more interesting stuff like this where it's like, okay, here, you get that like chewy layer in there that's like kind of fun, nostalgic. It's fun to eat.
Oh, yeah.
But then we'll put like crispy pieces, but you know, in the form of the nerd,
Yeah.
we're like, oh, there's that texture. And in my head, I'm like, oh, this is like gum rolled in pebbles, but in the best way possible.
Right.
I love a Nerds rope. Having them in bite-sized pieces is like the best way to ruin my life. So
And it's got
thanks,
a refillable
nerds.
bag, too.
Oh,
so
it does
that's
it really-
even better. Yeah, you can
It's amazing
save
to
it for
me
later.
that, yeah, like that's happening. Yeah. I'm sealing it now, and so just until you're not watching.
Okay. So now these are another big thing that we have. They're gummy eyes.
Let me move some of these out.
Yeah, we're gonna try these. These are very interesting. I haven't tried these. I've tried the Planet gummies, and they've got another one coming out as a watermelon.
Oh, cool.
So that'll be new for the summer. We haven't gotten those yet, but
So they're okay. Eyeballs.
these
I'm
came
here
out
for it.
around Halloween, so we'll try these.
I'm gonna get my close-up ready.
I'm a little nervous about this. I'm not gonna lie.
Me too.
Sometimes when they get it a little too accurate, I'm like, yeah. Let me get that close-up shot. Yeah, it looks like an eyeball.
What's it
Herbert's
gonna
best.
taste like?
Herbert, if you're out there, thanks. I think.
Maybe.
Oh, I didn't expect it to be.
I'm waiting for your facial reaction first. You're like, Oh yeah, that is not pleasing to the touch. Kids will love this though. Both of your faces are priceless. I can't wait. Is there like goo inside? Mm-hmm. Okay.
We shouldn't have told you.
No, it's okay. I kind of want to bite it and then get the cross section.
Yep, that one's
I don't know about that.
yeah.
It tastes good. Like the flavor's
Yeah, the
good.
flavor's good.
It is definitely, look, as you get older, this kind of thing, you're like, ooh, that's too real now. Whereas a kid, you're like,
Ooh, yeah, let me eat it.
But
Yeah, I think it's the texture for me.
Yeah, it's
The taste is good.
yeah, the texture is definitely it's different.
it's exactly what I expect an eyeball to feel like, though.
Yeah, it's
So for better or worse, sorry, Herbert, great work. The kids are going to love this.
100%.
adults not so much.
Yeah, adults are going to be a little uncomfortable. You're like, oh, this is bordering on body horror.
Yeah. The Planet gummies are kind of the same
Mm-hmm.
concept. I won't put you guys through that one again.
But probably less scary because I'm not afraid of eating the earth.
Yeah.
You know, I'm like, oh, that's not a nightmare I've had.
So you were talking about how they're changing the way candy is and stuff. So
Yeah.
they're going to a lot of freeze-dried candies. That's this is a new thing that we just brought in. It's doing really well for us. I do want to try these because everybody is like raving about these.
Yeah.
We'll
Those
try
are
these
the-
before we try some chocolate.
Okay, that's the rainbow orbits. That's the we didn't get the Skittles licensing.
Yeah.
I'm kidding, Space Candy. Don't be mad at me. No, I said it with love. This is a comedy show first and foremost. Oh, cool.
Waiting.
Oh, that's funny. One of these does have the Skittles S on it, though. All right.
It's really good.
So yeah, you can kind of see here they're like little puffed, like little puffed Skittles or fruity gummy candies, crunchy, whatever you would call. I don't know how to describe a Skittle besides saying you know what a Skittle is. But I'm imagining the texture is different, right?
It is. But it still tastes the same.
Get that good crunch. That's weird, like
It
in a
is.
good way.
Yeah.
Huh. So I tried some of these recently, and I had this funny reaction because I love, how would they call it? I love fruity candies. In particular, I love the texture of them. I like how they're like a little chewy, but they're also hard. It's like if I get a candy at the movie theater, it's always a bag of Skittles. So when I tried these, I was like, I'm not sure what to expect. I love the crunch texture and everything. I think that's great. And at first, I was like, I don't like these. And then I noticed we were both kind of like eating the entire bag after like 5 minutes after I said that. I'm like, no, you know, it sounds good. It's more of these.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm into this.
Yeah. I was kind of concerned, like, when it says freeze-dried, if it was going to kind of, like, kill the taste. Or if it was going to be, like, too overpowering, not enough flavor. But it's good.
Yeah, it tastes like exactly the same to me, just in a
Yeah.
different texture.
Yeah.
Huh.
So
Why do you think they're moving into like? Do you know what started the freeze dried thing? Maybe I don't even.
I have no idea, but I know that we've had a couple vendors come to us with a bunch of like different lines that they're coming with.
Yeah.
One in particular, they're going to be doing like freeze dried taffy. Oh. We sell a lot of bulk taffy, so that's going to be interesting.
That should be really interesting. And I'm wondering if it'll be this consistency. Have you tried the rings before? I feel like that's got to be odd too.
I don't like peaches.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah. No, get it. It's like I see them. I'm just like, what? I'm just so curious about that process. You know, it'd be fun. Maybe this is something we could do together in the future is we could maybe see one of these brands would walk us through their process. Or I always want to go to the factory. So candy companies, if you're out there, actually, I think I know someone at Airheads. I would love to do a candy tour. I think that'd be a lot of fun for us. And just,
Yeah.
you know, I am always trying to not just showcase these products, but I also want to learn about them too. So
Yeah.
I'm putting it out there. If you're watching this or listening to this, let's connect me with candy people. Let's do a tour. That's awesome. This is so much fun.
Okay, so now the next thing is this came out this summer. This was new this summer.
Oh, more patriotic
Hershey's-
candy.
Yeah, but the sprinkles are popping candy. So
Oh, cool.
We're gonna try this too.
Yeah, interesting. So it's like what, like a white chocolate with
Yeah,
Pop Rocks
white
almost in
cream
it.
with sprinkles and popping candy.
I'm on board. I'll try it. We've talked a lot about Milton Hershey on this show, actually, which is weird. Well, I found out about the Hershey method at one point when I was doing a little chocolate research, and then I'm like, oh, that's a factoid I'll mention every 7 episodes. Did you know?
Every
You know?
7.
Yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I mean, I saw this come in, and I was like, oh, I'm curious about this.
I am too. I'm gonna try it and see if I like it, and if I like it, then I'll get some for my kids for Memorial Day.
Oh, it's already popping.
Yeah. I don't know why I expected like a bunch of pop. Oh no, there it is.
There it is.
Yeah. Like I said, I appreciate a candy that feels mad at me. Oh, that's good.
That's really good.
I'm not normally a big white, well, they call it white cream, but like I tend to go chocolate, dark chocolate.
Yeah.
That's fun. Now I kind of want them to do it in milk or dark chocolate because the pops don't really have a noticeable flavor to me. So I would just like, listen, I drink mostly sparkling beverages. Give me sparkling chocolate, Hershey's. I'm making demands on this episode. That's awesome, though. Yeah, if you like white chocolate, I would definitely recommend that.
Yeah, it doesn't kill the flavor at all of the
No.
white cream.
And it's like, it's kind of an experience. Now, yeah, I mean, imagine getting, okay, hear me out. So imagine Hershey's does listen to this show, which would be wild. And they do the chocolate one with popping rocks and like regular chocolate, then making a s'more with it. So you'd have like a little, like a sparkling s'more.
Ooh.
All right. I put it out in the world. You can't steal it from me. And if you do, you just got to cut me in. Oh, that's so much fun. Have you ever found something particularly weird that the customers love, but you're like, I have finally lost touch with what people like?
No.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, not really.
Okay.
I mean, we're constantly changing. It's constantly something different every week. So, no, it's fun.
And I meant to ask you this a little bit earlier, and obviously we've still got plenty of time to do this, but what's it like for you searching out new products? Like, I'm assuming there's obviously, I know we talked before the show aired about things like the Sweets and Snacks Expo, and I'm obviously other conventions similar to that, but like, what are the best ways for you to find new products?
And the internet.
Yeah.
Yep. And I have some teenagers, so they're on TikTok, so they see stuff and then they say stuff to me, and I'm like, okay, well, I'll look into it,
Yeah. See what you can find. Interesting. That's so cool. See, I feel like that's got to be the most fun part of your jobs. He's going out there and be like, what's this new thing? Because I think Jungle Gyms in general is a place where we are pretty much, well, like I said to you before, it's like if you found something on the internet, the place that sells it is Jungle Gyms probably.
Yes.
So it's kind of fun. I'm trying to think, have you ever had a really interesting experience finding a new product, or is there like a product that was done really well that you've discovered online?
I'd have to think about that one.
Okay. Yeah. We'll do a follow-up recap. We got
Yeah.
time. If you think about it in the next couple of weeks, I'll put it on. I'll
Okay.
add it in when we air it and be like,
Okay.
okay, here's the answer.
Yeah.
That'll be my code word for a giveaway that week or something like
Yeah,
that.
okay.
Cool. No, I'm always curious. I'm excited to do like the toy shows. I'm hoping to keep integrating myself into more of the food shows and things like that because I think it's fun on this end. It's like, yeah, I'm sure these vendors would love the opportunity to share their story with an audience, but also I just want to try stuff before anybody else. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's awesome. So what's the future for you two now in the meantime? Do we have anything fun coming up that we should tell everybody about as outside of like come check out the remodel at Eastgate with the new toys, come in and buy all the candy that we've eaten today?
Just come buy it.
Yeah. Okay.
We
in.
have it. We have lots of it.
Yes.
We have lots of everything. Just you have
Clean
to check
out
it
the
out.
store. Yeah.
No, don't clean it out, but I mean, just check it out. Yeah.
All right, let me throw this out there. I think this came up on a recent show, or maybe it was a TikTok live stream we did. You know what I wish there was like a candy festival, like an actual one.
That would be fun.
Wouldn't that be fun?
That would be fun.
All right, vendors. This is my third demand this week. I always think about it. I'm like, oh, you could like try a bunch of this like fun new stuff. It might be an interesting way for vendors to come out. I don't know. Maybe I'm giving up too much ideas on the internet this way right now. But like, yeah, I think that could be fun. And it might be a fun tandem thing too, because like, I would assume the audience probably has similar interests between that and toys. So you're like, oh, hey, here's some other stuff, and we do it in the store. I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll talk about this off air more in detail.
Oh,
Sounds good.
Well, I'm so glad you both came out on the show. This is so fun. I've been wanting to do something. It's funny because I wanted to do something about this department forever, and then I was kind of just not really sure who to ask. And that sometimes happens here where I'm like, who do I ask? And then I forget to ask somebody who does know, and then I just get bogged out of work for like 7 months. And then I'm like, we should do a candy thing. So
Yeah.
really cool. Awesome. Well, thanks, ladies. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Come on and visit them. Come see them at Eastgate, or you can come see us at Fairfield too. But, you got to see the people on the show. That way it's a good move.
Yes.
Yes.
All right, I don't know about you. Well, first off, thanks, ladies. But I don't know about you. I don't think I'm ever going to try another gummy eyeball as long as I live. I've been thinking about it for like 3 weeks now since I taped it. Like, that's horrifying and weird. But I'm glad that weird stuff's out there. And of course, you want to try weird new things? Look, you met the people who are out here sourcing it. It's so cool. Come to Jungle Gyms. Okay, ladies, you're welcome on the show anytime. And Eastgate, other managers, hey, hit me up. We're friends. I want to showcase you as well. Worst case, you come to me. Sometimes I can come to you. The system works, okay? Well, on that, let's wrap the show up with a little performance of the aforementioned song Signs by Daniel Noel. Very excited about this. And again, I'll give him one more plug. You can come see him live. I'll be there too. If you want to hang out, you can buy me a hard seltzer. That's what I've been drinking out in public lately. On Saturday, June 3rd at Madison Live in Northern Kentucky. It's going to be great. Daniel's got a cool history. And again, like I said, soon you'll find, if you follow us on YouTube, like I keep asking, you'll see some of the separate content where we'll do some of the interview stuff. And then I'll be bringing Daniel and his brother David in here soon to talk about their upbringing in Zimbabwe. How cool is that? How cool is that? We don't get that. Anyway, it's music time.
My name is Daniel Noel, and the song that I'm about to perform is called Signs off my debut album, Nomad. I hope you guys enjoy it. if I left you on red? Would you want me more if I never called your phone? Would you hold me tighter if I knocked on her door? Would you want me more? Would you need me? I'm getting tired of doing what's right, baby. You keep on running back to him so he can break your heart. I'm done falling in love on my own. I'm not wasting no more time waiting for you to see the signs. 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 Waiting for you to see it's not my fault. You couldn't see what you had. I gave you the world and you just threw it right back. So I'ma find somebody new. Love them like I do. Don't you wish that that was you? I'm so over you and all your games. I'm done waiting around for you to figure it out. I'm so over you and all your games. I'm done waiting around for you to figure it out. Waiting for you to see the signs. 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 Waiting for you to see it's not my fault. It's not my fault. It's not my fault. It's not my fault. Waiting for you to see the signs.
Dude, you had a crowd. Hey, do we thumbs up on that? Yeah. And that's the show. Thanks so much for sticking around. I hope you enjoyed everything you learned about today. You know the drill. You can reach out to me at podcast@junglegyms.com. You can leave a comment on the YouTube video. Please, 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 even if you don't want to listen to it there, go ahead and give me a subscribe and a like. And you can write a comment on the YouTube videos because we're going to be doing a ton more giveaways this year. And I just want you all to be subscribed because I'm really easy in what I want from you. I want to grow the YouTube channel and I want to grow our YouTube presence, and you are instrumental to that. And I will buy our friendship. I mean, you saw the Dr. Pepper cooler. We just wrapped up on the Mountain Dew ice maker, and there's a whole lot more stuff. I've been talking to people at Hoist, you name it, whoever. And honestly, it's going to be great. So I appreciate your support as always. Thanks for listening to the show. Leave me your comments and suggestions again at podcast@junglegyms.com. And in the meantime, I'll see you out there in the aisles. The Jungle Gyms podcast is recorded in the WJJI studio inside Jungle Gyms International Market in Fairfield, Ohio. The Jungle Gyms podcast is produced and hosted by Mark Borison.